Not today.
I got to tell you, I'm so excited to talk about Hit Monkey season two. This has been one of my favorite shows since season one started, and it felt like it took forever to finally get season two. And here we
I
are now. How does it feel for you, finally getting to talk about this show after that wait for season two to come about?
I mean, yeah, like you said, it's been such a journey. And, we started this over the pandemic or even before the pandemic is when I auditioned. So it's been such a journey. And I love working with this team so much. I mean, now we've recorded everywhere, Atlanta, LA, New York. So it's been fun to kind of take this on the road. And we're in a new city this season in New York. So it's just such a wild ride. And I'm excited. People are now finally going to get to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited too, and hopefully this then gets the ball rolling for the next season because I need more after this one.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, but looking at season two for now, I love Haruka's journey this season because as the supernatural becomes more prevalent this season, we see her sort of get to dive further into it and have her own sort of morality challenged as she becomes imbued with some new abilities. What is it that like for you on the performance side of things, really balancing that sort of moral grappling?
Yeah, it was cool because in season one, I think she came to the, Tokyo Police Department really thinking she knew what it meant to be honest and what good and bad meant, on these very kind of, simple terms. But I think over season one and dealing with Bryce and, dealing with Monkey, she's learned what that gray area is. And now she's very much committed to writing Monkey's name. And she's going to take things into her own hands and go to New York. And I think what's awesome is I think temptation is a really big theme for her this season of learning what is justice really and what does that look like for her and what does it mean to fight for justice and what is that line, and I think that's something that she's balancing with. So it was really fun. I think it weirdly brought more comedy to her this season because I think she's putting herself in situations that are a little more uncomfortable for her, which is always so much fun.
It is crazy how well this show balances the more genuine emotional character development with some of the wackier sides of things.
Yeah.
I love that side of it. But speaking of emotional character development, this season also pits her and Monkey and everybody else against Akiko, now sort of taking on the Lady Bullseye mantle. And, given sort of how that relationship left off between the characters in season one, what was it like for you then exploring that side of Haruka and Akiko going into season two in comparison to what we saw before?
Yeah, I think what's so cool is, in season one, we talked about that it's awesome that even though the show is called Hit Monkey, there is these two very strong female, Japanese characters kind of at the center of the story and kind of on their both ends of things because they're both right. Again, it's this gray area of like, I understand Akiko's, feelings to get revenge strongly. I understand also Haruka's challenge to kind of fight for what she's seen and believes in too. So I think these characters stand so strong in their morality and what they see and what they believe in. And that's what I love about these two female characters. And obviously Olivia is so fun and amazing. And I just love her in real life and how she plays this character. So yeah, I think it's really fun to watch that unfold.
It really is. And again, the way it ends is so bold for a potential season three. So hopefully you all get the order for that. I see I'm almost out of time. So before I let you go, I did have one non-Hit Monkey question, which was I also loved Officer Giggle and Toy Story 4. And Bob Iger recently said that a fifth one's in the works, and Andrew Stanton, it seems, is on board for it. And I'm curious if they've approached you at all yet about possibly coming back for that one.
I know nothing. I wish I knew anything. The only thing I always say is I would be there in a heartbeat. That movie, those people changed my life forever. And I will always, she's literally right there on my wall, always kind of looking down on all my Zoom meetings. So yeah, I'm so excited, regardless of whether I'm there or not. I'm so excited that they're going to make a fit. That's incredible. So
Well,
we'll see.
hopefully you're there for that journey. I want you to be there for that journey. So, and then really quickly, final question. obviously this has ties to Marvel, Hitmonkey does, and I'm personally interested to see it build a bridge to the MCU, but I'm curious what your thoughts are. I mean, it exists in its own little corner, but would you like to see a further bridging of those two universes in the future of this show?
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. I mean, regardless, I think this show is such an amazing representation of the MCU in its own way because it's so different. It has so many elements that I think make the MCU so great. So, but I would always be down for a crossover. I mean, I'm such a fan. I was just saying earlier that I'm such a big Baby Groot fan. So I'm like, anything there with Groot or would be so much fun.
Could go in any direction, and as we saw, supernatural like plants can come to life in the world of Hitmonkey. So
hey,
who knows? Who knows? And
there
if not, I mean,
go.
I would love to see Charlie Cox's Daredevil appear in your universe. I think that would be a really fun one too. But regardless of what comes from that, I cannot wait to keep the word alive for season 2. So Ally, thank you so much for taking the time. I greatly appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you for watching.
Tell her to piss off so we can deal with my
Tell me in which grave your mother lies, so I can devour her corpse after killing you.